Not that much.
Oh yeah.
Slice and dice. You getting?
Is that your plan, just throwing those elbows?
He's going to eat a load of elbows at some point. If he gets in the pocket, he's eating elbows. If he stays outside, he's eating kicks.
So, would you be able to introduce yourself for us?
No.
You sure?
They know who I am. I don't need to introduce myself. No introduction needed. Y'all know who I am. Denis Menace Frimpong. Oktagon lightweight, rank number 6. Coming for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, first thing I've got to ask, obviously, your fight's next month. What are your thoughts about it? How are you feeling?
Fucking, obviously, I started the camp with a bit of an injury. I had a broken hand from the last fight, but that's all healed up now. It wasn't a serious break, so no surgery needed or anything like that. I've been disciplined with my rehab. And yeah, I'm back punching now, back throwing my right hand a bit, back grappling, full tilt, back doing full MMA rounds. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and talk to me, what are your thoughts on your opponent?
It's good to actually fight a guy now with an IQ of more than 60. So that's always fun. He's selling the fight well. I have a lot of respect for him, you know, I have a lot of time for him. I've always liked him, you know, even before this fight was signed. A bit disappointed that they offered him to me, but it is what it is, you know, there's no friends in this game. But yeah, he's got a good skill set, he's experienced, he's 12-4, he's been fighting pro since 2012. But, you know, I think he has 16 pro fights since 2012. I've had like 12 pro fights since 2023. So in terms of activity, I think like I've gotten beat. He's got long-term experience. I've got recent experience. So.
Would you say this is your toughest test to date then?
Absolutely not. I mean, every test should be your toughest test today, and I think he brings a unique skill set like everyone else does. But I believe that, yeah, I've had harder fights in the past in terms of overall skill set. But I do think he brings a unique set of skills that I'm going to have to problem solve with.
Yeah. And you mentioned your number 6 ranked. What are your thoughts on the title picture at Oktagon?
Well, obviously, like, I mean, I just lost probably a title eliminator, didn't I, in November against Gokhan Aksu. I mean, I lost to him. He then went on, you know, he's meant to fight for the title a few weeks ago. Obviously, the guy pulled out or whatever, the champ pulled out. But yeah, that was a title eliminator. I've since got back in the win column now. I'm ranked number 6. I'm now fighting a guy who has fought for the featherweight belt twice and is quite high ranked in Fight Matrix. So I don't see why not, you know, with a big finish and a big win over Niko, I should be right in the mix now. Maybe for an interim title or maybe another title eliminator. But I'm not really that arsed about all that shit anyway. I've got like my targets set that I want to scrap. I'm more set about dates. When am I fighting after this? So I want to fight in Frankfurt. Obviously, I've already got my opponent lined up, I believe. So once I smoke Niko, I know who I want in Frankfurt in that 60,000 seat arena. And then once he's dusted, then we can talk about maybe a title at the end of the year. So.
The question that's on my mind, what can the fans expect from you in your fight?
Just what they always get, you know what I mean? Flashy, unorthodox striking. I believe that Niko's going to come to try and hold on to my legs. So I'm going to negate that the best I can. You know, no one's managed to fully control me on the ground since the George fight almost 3 years ago. I learned a lot from that fight, and I believe that that was the toughest fight I've had in terms of a skill set. And I think that my training has leveled up since then. My skill set has leveled up since then. I'm doing MMA over twice as long as I had been doing it at that stage. You know, at that stage, I think I'd only been doing MMA about 2 years. So now I've done it for another almost more than 2 years since that. So yeah, I believe I'm going to come out and I'm going to put on an absolute clinic. I believe it's going to be a highlight reel finish, and I believe I'm going to go on to fight for the belt at some stage this year.
Right. One last one for you then. For the fans who necessarily don't know who you are yet, what do you have to say to them?
Get to know who I am. But yeah, for those who don't know who I am, obviously, you've probably heard of me, you know, you've probably seen me about. A lot of things have changed over the last few years, definitely. Since becoming a dad, becoming a husband, all that, you know, slowly maturing my MMA game, maturing myself in life as well. And yeah, you know, we're just here to take each fight as it comes, get that Oktagon world title, and then see where the world takes us from there, you know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.